For over 20 years, In the Line of Duty has been the only provider of reality-based video and online training for law enforcement.
It's tough to second guess officers who were killed in the line of duty, but if we're going to learn from these things, we have to.
The video training officers continue to receive has saved lives and lessened risk insurers' payouts and premiums.
Approach the subject.
This is something we can train.
Our long-standing relationship with the South Carolina Association of Counties is perhaps the best example of that. We thank them.
The Association of Counties sponsors 2 insurance trusts. One is workers' comp, the other is liability. I've had the privilege of working with most of our sheriffs and jails over the last 25 years on their risk management and training programs. Over that time, we have realized the critical value of training as it relates to officer safety and reducing governmental liability. In 2011, our South Carolina Workers' Comp Trust boards and Property and Liability Trust boards elected to contract with In Line of Duty to provide the training to our officers. And we have seen a decrease in the workers' comp claims, and I also believe we've seen a decrease in our liability exposure. So it's a win-win in that officer safety comes first, and we're also reducing the liability to our governmental entities. We have 41 counties in our trust, and as of this year, all 41 members are enrolled within the line of duty. Within those counties, between our sheriff's offices and jails, we have 75 different agencies actively using In the Line of Duty. That's over 5,100 officers in South Carolina enrolled and using the videos. In addition, the South Carolina Criminal Justice Academy has approved over 300 of the classes for continuing law enforcement education credits. So there's another win for the officers in that it helps them get their mandatory training that they need per year. The staff at the Line of Duty has been incredible to work with. Dawn New particularly, our executive assistant that works with our trust, she has developed a personal relationship with every one of our counties and members. One of the obstacles we faced at first was trying to get the sheriff's offices and jails to understand that there was very little in getting this set up. There's a lot of fear at first. As I had them contact Dawn, she worked out with them, simply send the names of the officers, she would send back the passwords and work with them individually. So over the last 7 years, she's developed a personal relationship with our members. She's very responsive, she sends me updates. I have the ability to see what kind of training is being done across South Carolina. And any kind of reports that I've needed, she's assisted in running for me. The benefits that our members get from the In the Line of Duty training is multiple fold. One of the things I like best is the critical incident reviews. When an officer is killed or wounded, that's a sad day. However, if other officers can learn from it and we're saving lives, then it's worth doing.
It can go from a good conversation, easy, to a bad situation in the drop of a dime.
Now, years later, the South Carolina Highway Patrol has made changes. Changes they feel are saving officers' lives. One of which is calling in all stops.
I have been very impressed with the ability of the In the Line of Duty videos to take a critical incident, analyze it from the officer's approach through the entire encounter, and then talk about how it could have been done differently to protect the officers and save their lives. I think this is one of the best things an officer can get from watching the videos.
You've all seen it, and then the question becomes, what would you have done?
Given the circumstances, he probably been justified in using lethal force, although I did not see a weapon at the particular time.
When someone puts their hand in their pocket, that brings a whole nother level of intensity to the situation.
I will reinforce that whether you're justified to shoot or not, whether it's a lethal force encounter or any other use of force, the decision ultimately lies with the officer.
In addition, the videos are current. And I'll give you an example. The most recent video that I watched was on fentanyl and carfentanil and the exposure to our public safety officers.
I felt it was critical to get this information out to you as quickly and accurately as possible.
This is a current issue. We have officers in South Carolina getting exposed to this. And I've had several comments back from our officers in South Carolina how much they valued the training that was put on through this program. And then as I mentioned before, the training is also approved by the South Carolina Criminal Justice Academy. Therefore, not only does it result in officer safety, a reduction in liability, but it also helps the officers get the mandatory training that they need per year. Any insurer, pool, trust, organization that is concerned with officer safety and liability would find a lot of great advantages in working within the line of duty. As I mentioned before, we believe that officer safety is increased, that we're also reducing the liability to our officers and their agencies. And any insurance company would probably see a reduction in the cost of claims, and it's a no-brainer. If you want to find a way to, number one, prevent injuries to your officers, and at the same time try to reduce your liability and save money, it's a win-win. The other advantage that we have seen in working with in the line of duty over the last 7 years is that over time and through our relationships, we've been able to offer more services to our members, and the in the line of duty actually reduce the cost they're charging us per year. This shows what a great relationship we've had with them, their willingness to work with us, and to expand coverage to our members. So it truly is a personal relationship with them. There's nothing I've ever asked them for that they've not provided to me. And all of our members constantly tell me how great the relationship is with in line of duty. The comments I'm getting back for our 5,100 plus officers is phenomenal. I've got other departments and counties that says, hey, can we use this? I've got EMS out there, I got fire guys looking at stuff, and I have no doubt whatsoever that officers watching in the line of duty, that we are actually going to save a life and prevent an injury.
It's fantastic. It's the best product line out there.
I show it during briefings so when they go out in the field they have the correct mindset and hopefully make sure they make it home safely.
Line of duty can save lives.
I would absolutely recommend working with in the line of duty to any other insurance company out there. Like I said, officer safety is the first and most prominent thing we worry about, but reducing claims and liability is also critical. So it's a win-win for both any insurance company, insurer, entity, agency across the board.
If you would like to experience the same benefits as the South Carolina Association of Counties, please contact me or any one of us here at Line of Duty and we'll set you up with a free 2-week trial. It truly is an opportunity that will pay you back many times over and for years to come.